I farted once during one of his sermons when I was a
Audibly?
little kid, very loudly on that wooden pew, that hardwood. Oh man! And like he paused, like that's how
You cut
loud
him
it was. And then you heard my mom go Clayton, and my sister was like,
Jeez.
"Oh my god, we could have gotten away with it." You had to say his name.
Just a couple of weebs doing their thing. That's what's crazy. So my buddy who got married, he was just a weeb who really did the dream. Because when we were freshman roommates in college, and I was like, "What are you studying?" He's like, "Japanese." I was like, "Oh, sure, man." And then he was really serious about that. Turns out because he's been there for like 7 years. Been dating a local girl for 5. And then I ended up officiating the wedding, which was not the plan. Yeah, because he kept saying this, and I was like, I don't believe you. He's like, it's like good luck or it's tradition to have a white American guy officiate your wedding. People like that. It's like good vibes for some reason. I was like, even if I'm not like ordained or anything, they don't care. They just want like American guys, good luck. And so my buddy was going to do it. No shortage of that on our squad. We were like, yeah, I guess we all meet that very low bar.
Rochambeau for it, yeah.
And then he got sick, of course. Poor guy. He was just half the week he was in Japan. He was just completely down.
Oh, that sucks.
Brutal. And so he was like, do you want to do it? I was like, I mean, I will for my buddy. And I'm a tour guide. I can talk. But I'm like, I don't have to do any Japanese, right? And he's like, just the vows. And I was like, just the vows? Just
the vows.
Just the most sacred part?
No one's going to even notice. You could say whatever up there.
And that's what he said. He's like, well, it's always an American guy who's clueless. So they're used to it. I was like, why is this the custom?
It's called the Will Ferrell effect.
Yeah.
That is bizarre. I really can't believe that.
Yeah. You just be sort of confident and a little tall, and they just let you do it. And and what's also crazy is like, it's just 2 long tables, and one long table is local Japanese people, and the other half is like some of his family, his friends, and then a bunch of people that he knows through teaching English in Japan, bilingual folks. There's like 60% of the room speaks both, and I'm the guy who's got to be like, Shinro, Daniel. I remember that's how it started because I practiced it a lot, and they all told me I did a great job. But I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't speak Japanese.
I like you checking in with them too, like, right? I think we all agree this is very good. Okay, let's move on.
Did you grow up in Chicago?
No.
Where at?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
It's a different world down there.
I'm from Blacksburg, Virginia. Not crazy far.
Wow, yeah.
And what's Raleigh? What's Raleigh famous for?
Raleigh is named after Sir Walter Raleigh.
Explorer,
who never came to America, but never set foot in North Carolina. But
he really talked his shit
after.
to the point where they were like, yeah, he's the man.
He's cool. And NC State is there.
Okay. But honestly, college sports is how I map out America. Like when I see people on my boat wearing like a certain school, they'd be like, "Oh, Aggies, huh?" And they're like, "Yeah."
They get excited.
Gives a lot of Americans meaning.
I saw a guy with a Carolina shirt. I went to UNC Chapel Hill. I saw a guy with a Carolina shirt in like Tokyo.
You're like,
and he was wearing, it was the other way around. I was wearing the Carolina shirt. He was wearing a Cowboy Bebop shirt.
Yeah.
And he pointed at me and went, "Hey, Carolina!" And I went, "Hey, Cowboy Bebop." This is so stupid. Oh man.
And there's similar rivalries. You're like, boo.
Yeah.
So you isn't NC State, they're rivals with UNC. So you left, you didn't go to your hometown school, you went to the better school that is the rival of your hometown school.
Oh yeah, you know how it goes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
My dad went there, my sister went there, my mom went to graduate school there.
Yep.
Yeah, just like kind of inevitable, but also it's like I was raised like watching Carolina games and like, I would like cry after they lost because I was like, oh no, this is so bad for me and my family. My dad would watch the game and listen to the radio.
That's what my dad did.
What is that?
They hate the TV guys. Because if it's a national game, they're like, Brett Musburger doesn't know shit. He calls us VOTech. That's not what it's called. But the radio guys, they live it and breathe it. And they're also, sometimes they're funnier. Our radio guys were definitely funnier. They were like good old boys that were just kind of shooting the shit.
Man.
But yeah. But the timing is off. The radio is ahead of the TV.
Yeah.
So you hear like, oh, we're about to score.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, you should see scores. And then it's out the ball, and I was like, what's happening? I'm a little kid.
Like listening for news of the war.
Yeah.
The Germans have pushed into Belgium. You're like, are we losing?
Doesn't sound good to me. Let's check the old man's reaction.
Yeah, dude. It was wild. And we lived close enough that when they scored a touchdown, they set off a cannon because there's like a corps of cadets. and we could hear that from our house because the cannon is very loud.
Oh my
we were like 5-10 minutes from campus. And so that's another way we knew we were going to score. We'd hear like, boo! And then, sorry, you actually flinched.
No, I just can't believe it. As a little kid, you would hear that?
You'd hear a cannon in the distance.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's really, oh, shit, we're about to score. It's loud. They shoot it off inside, or like right just outside the stadium, big puff of smoke.
Yeah.
Old school.
Oh, my God. That's so much weird Civil War stuff down there.
Oh, yeah, dude. They're like... It's always a little vague. It's like, this was historic.
Yeah. I had a teacher in high school call it the War of Northern Aggression.
That's wild.
I mean, yeah.
We had a teacher who was kind of like, it was about states' rights. I'm like, yeah, but what was the big one they were fighting for, though?
Yeah.
Which right, though?
They kept calling one out in particular.
Was there kind of a key touchstone right they were worried about?
Not this thing that was mentioned like twice in documents. Okay. I don't think it's this, right? They weren't talking about this. They were talking about the thing they were talking about. Oh, man.
Was it a religious upbringing? The South tends to be.
Sort of, yeah. We went to church every Sunday. I almost said we went to school because that's what I felt like. It was just like alternate school.
Yeah.
And I mean that just because it was like this weird obligation that none of us really seemed to understand. Like I couldn't figure out.
The parents?
Well, over time it became clear because I was like, these people seem to not enjoy it that much either.
Yeah.
And whenever we leave, and I'm like, I have some questions because to me, I couldn't understand like how this was different from like, stuff I'd watch on TV or like, Santa Claus or like the Easter Bunny. Where I sort of understood that I was like, this is real, sort of in quotation marks. Like it's not really happening. Like, I'm engaging with it on some level, but
felt equally pretend.
Yeah, at least a little bit. Like I was like, I never thought, and I think it's because my parents were like, this is not to be taken literally or something like that when we were young. Okay. They sort of were like, because my dad would be like, nah, don't listen to that guy.
He went to Chapel Hill. He's educated.
Yeah. And he's also like, his dad helped build the kitchen for the church and like has his name on it. So there was a lot of expectation.
What's his name?
My grandfather? Yeah. That was George Margeson.
George Margeson.
Yeah.
That's got a nice
retired
ring to it.
Navy something.
Shout out to George Margeson, dude. There's a lot of soft G's in there.
A lot of soft G's and, a surprisingly nice and kind man for someone who was in, like, naval intelligence. Dude, like a wild dude.
Whoa, naval intelligence?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like codes and stuff?
No. Like...
spying?
Yeah, I think a little bit.
Wow.
I don't know if this is declassified, but... the
statute of limitations.
I think it's been long enough, no, he taught Navy pilots. That's how good he was. Whoa. So they didn't send him during World War II until D-Day, which was when everybody went on D-Day.
Yeah.
So he flew, I think, like a few sorties over the English Channel and was a sub hunter and sunk a couple.
Damn.
Yeah, of U-boats in the Channel. And just said he just felt like sick to his stomach.
Oh, yeah.
Just was like, I can't believe I just did that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, wild dude. Almost never talked about like his situation, but like,
One of my buddies, he had two grandpas that were both, I think, served in Vietnam or something, or World War II. So they both, and one of them was like in combat and never talks about it. Yeah. And the other one was a dentist on a ship, and he talks about it all the time. He really wants to talk about how he's a veteran.
That's what you hear. Yeah, it's like they either never talk about it, they talk about it all the time.
It's so funny. I mean, the parallels between our life, the like strong connection to State University. I went to the same college as my dad as well, Calvin in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Oh, wow. A very Christian liberal arts college. His dad was a pastor in that denomination. Sent 5 kids to Calvin, the youngest of whom is named Calvin, and that's my dad.
That is nuts. Calvin went to Calvin.
Yeah, straight up.
That's amazing.
But it's just a funny thing. And so that pastor was also in World War II. He was a scout during the Battle of the Bulge, and is also a badass, and who was like a very nice man. And now, a couple generations later, you just got 2 just pasty improvisers. Like, what the fuck happened? No offense, but damn, what a descent. I had fun-sized Snickers just by myself like 20 minutes ago. He was in the war.
As I've already talked about going to the library and picking up manga, so I think we know where I am.
I think the radiation got us a little bit, too.
Oh, God, Bob. Yeah.
Anyways. do an improv scene. We got a lot of fodder from that. Anything jump out to you from the stuff we talked about?
Probably the like Navy stuff a little bit.
Yeah.
And the veterans who want to talk about it and don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. I see the hat. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, no problem.
I was in the 55th Platoon. Army. How about yourself?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was a wild time, man. I tell you.
Sure. What branch of the military were you in, though?
Oh, yeah, you know. All the boats and...
Oh, you're a seaman?
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't put it that way, but yeah.
I clocked you as a seaman before you even said you were in the military. Kind of thin and then round up top, white as the day is long.
Yeah, well, I don't get out much these days. Just,
Are you, I don't just too personal, are you like struggling with like sort of stuff you've seen? Like, I know it can be hard after being in, which conflict are we talking about?
Oh, you know, it was...
What years?
A long time ago.
I'll put it this way. What info are you willing to share about your time in the military?
Oh, well, I'll tell you this.
Because I just want to connect.
Yeah, those sea rations, man.
Those what rations?
Sea rations.
Z rations?
Sea rations.
Oh,
man.
sea rations.
Yeah.
You like them?
Yeah, I ate them. Yeah.
Yeah, rations are difficult. They're not delicious. I just want to connect. Yeah, but no, I was in Vietnam, and
sorry, you lost me.
You know about the Vietnam War?
That's where was that? Was
Oh, you really don't get out much. Can I ask how old you are? You look kind of like a little kid, a little bit. I'm starting to realize you're maybe not an old man.
No, I'm 17 years old.
17? Oh, I feel. Why are you wearing them? It says Korean. I was waiting for you to say it. It says Korean War veteran. You can't wear that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You think it's drippy?
Well, you know, I just like the logo and everything. And
yeah, I mean, it's clean as hell, but it's you know about stolen valor, son?
I think could you tell me?
Okay, what's one thing you know about? Do you read manga?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about a manga. It's my first manga. I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to relate to my grandson. He does the same thing. What's a manga I should start with?
Oh, man. You know, there's just so many.
Folks, it's always where we tell Bible stories. I'm Scoochie Boochie. Clayton Margeson is here. Thanks for doing the show.
No problem. I'm glad I could be such a good scene partner to you.
Yeah. The old no, never instead of yes and.
Yeah.
Chant.
I was like, maybe made an interesting choice here to go with I'll be the guy who doesn't talk. Oh, boy.
Honestly, once I figured out what it was, equally fun. I was like, oh, so nothing at all? Got it. He's an improv teacher, folks.
Oh, thank you.
He teaches it. So that's a lesson. Sometimes, yes, and you're fine, actually. They got it. That's so funny. It's May. New month means new exclusive on the Patreon. Patreon.com/HolySmokesPod. It's essentially a Scoochie Boochie Patreon as well. This month, it's the Lost City of Atlantis live. This is a full set I did in Grand Rapids, Michigan in 2021. A bunch of friends were there. One of the first times I got to do the album after the pandemic, so super fun. Other stuff already on the Patreon, an unreleased song about dinosaurs, a conversation about Christian rap, May I Tube, and more. Patreon members also get a discount code for Scoochie Boochie merch, including Lost City of Atlantis vinyl, and also shorts. And if you want me to do an ad read on the show or on my Instagram, hit up holysmokespod@gmail.com. I'll do it for quite cheap. And then when this show blows up, people go back and watch, and they'll find your stuff. Thank you for supporting my dream and doing this as a job.
We like that.
Would you like the Women's Bible too, or the Precious Moments Bible?
I think the Women's Bible, too. It seems right up my alley.
What denomination of church was it?
It was an Episcopalian church.
Oh, are they kind of hype? I'm thinking Pentecostal. They're kind of reserved.
Yeah, it's like Church of England, Anglican. Like,
okay.
Yeah, you would just like do readings and get a sermon and take a little bit of communion and get
Never
on your
enough.
way. Never enough, in my opinion.
I'm like, we're doing bread? Hell yeah. Can I have a normal portion of bread? Like, not a chance.
I like that. I like when we did the like Peace Be With You stuff. I was like, this is nice.
Dude,
kind of
a designated DAP sesh?
Yeah.
Heck yeah,
We had
dude.
a lot of fun.
It's like,
ugh.
I almost want to do that at shows. You'd be like, everyone turn to your neighbor, just say what's up right now. And if you know them, chat for a second. My favorite part, I think it's a sign of a good church, at least it's doing the community part of it, is when like that takes long enough that the worship leader's hitting chords to be like, we're going to start singing now, and he can't get the conversation to die down.
Yeah,
Good
everyone's
vibe.
like, what's going on with him, huh? You know, I farted once during one of his sermons when I was a
Audibly?
little kid, very loud, like on that wooden pew, that hardwood. Oh man! And like he paused, like that's how
You cut
loud
him
it was. And then you heard my mom go Clayton, and my sister was like,
Jeez.
"Oh my god, we could have gotten away with it. You had to say his name." Oh man.
Your sister's not mad you farted. She's mad that your mom made sure everyone knew who farted, and now that's dirt on her name.
Yeah, like, oh, can you believe this? I was like, yeah, no, that's
Oh my god.
amazing. Whew. All right, should we?
Let's do it. Dave and Goliath.
Okay. So David and Goliath, I love this story mainly because it feels like Greek mythology or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's just like two tough guys, like, yeah, basically a monster versus like, you know, some like soldier kid or whatever. I'm like, this kind of feels like pretty cool.
I've
When
seen
I was
shows like this.
yeah, like, you know, I watch Transformers and stuff. This
Yeah.
isn't too far off.
Yeah.
That sort of Bumblebee versus Megatron thing, so why not? But yeah, it does. It feels like a WWE fight almost because it's just like a bunch of like Goliath is coming out here. He's a Philistine, an uncircumcised Philistine, as he
Yeah.
is called many times by David, which I don't.
It's his like main point of shit talking.
It's a little weird.
He's got his whole dick. Got him.
It's a little much, and also it's like, well, you gotta take his word for it because is he verifying? It's
Is he hanging?
Yeah.
Maybe there's no like battle skirt long enough.
yeah, and so everybody's like, get the fuck out of here because that's what they're doing every day. They're running away from Goliath,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I would too.
The two sides line up, and then he
Yeah.
takes out his uncircumcised hog, and they scatter for
Like,
the
get
hill.
out of here! He doesn't even need to draw his sword.
That thing's loaded.
It is insane. Whatever.
It must look like a rack of ribs. dude.
Yeah, it's so wild. So I'm just like, you know, this is great. I love this whole, like, the whole setup is great. This is Israel versus the Philistines,
Okay.
and they draw out their battle lines, and from either side is supposed, I don't know how they come up with this, but it's like, we're going to have single combat to determine who wins. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I wish they would do this every time.
That seems like by far the smartest way to do it.
Yeah. Why have them all fight? When-
Especially as guys who would have gotten mowed down.
yeah. You know, like, I don't think I would have, you know, been like in my element there.
Yeah,
to
it's
put
like
it
putting me on the Olympic basketball team. It's like, why
Yeah.
not just send Kobe, send Steph?
Yeah, or why not just, you know, shoot and kill me right now and save us all the trouble? Like, you know what's going to happen here. So yeah, I'm just like, this is great. That we got the battle lines drawn up, and we're going to send out a guy from each side. But the Philistines have Goliath, who's described as what, like 5 cubits and a span, which I was like, I have no idea.
No
what that
idea.
means.
I'm gonna later when I edit this, I'm gonna put this on screen. We don't know how tall he was, but for you, the listener, that's how tall.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be
Oh, you know,
9 feet tall.
Jesus. Especially when they were all like 5 feet tall. That's extra crazy.
Yeah, like it's just it boggles the mind. Like
I wonder if he could slide his feet. What his mobility was like.
yeah, right. It's like, you know, not to bring up another manga, but it's like Attack on Titan. If you've ever seen that,
I've seen
where
the
they just-
first episode, then I was like, gross.
it's very upsetting. And but yeah, they seem to be. Sometimes the Titans are like 2 meters tall, and I'm like, well, hold on, that's like that's just like a big guy, you know. Like, I guess they all are. But
I saw him on the bench at Purdue.
yeah, like, you know, at some point, someone must have been able to be like, all right, like I can handle this.
That's a
one.
guy, though.
Yeah, that's just a guy, like a big guy. Sure, I don't
Yeah.
want to mess with him, but like,
Yeah.
you know, push comes to shove. He doesn't have that big of an advantage over
Yeah.
me. I say that as if, again, not being like, go get him.
Imagine
like,
saying that whole thing right before it being cut down. The army's advancing. You're like, well, see, think about it. That's what I think about it.
just rip me in half, like, and so, you know, like, on the other hand,
On the other half,
yeah. Goliath is out there. He's hanging brain, and he's
ew. Never heard it called brain. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
I probably
God.
stole it. I'm sorry. Yeah, so he's, doing his thing. And he's yelling at the Israelites, like, none of you are going to take me on. They're all like, man, he's got a point. He's huge. And its armor weighs like, 65 sectares or something.
Hell yeah.
I was like, not really sure what that means either, but I think
probably a lot.
yeah, probably like 100 pounds or something like that, I think is what it said in the footnotes, 135 pounds. So I can't believe I remember all this. But the Philistines are so like, charged up by this that they don't even have to fight. The Israelites run away. Like they break lines and just run for it. And the king is Saul. I remember that because I was like, Saul, really?
Yeah.
That's a great name for a king.
One of those names, which anytime there's a name that's still around, it's really funny. But because there's like Bethesda spoke to like Nate, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right? And yeah, later, like his aide's name is Abner, and I was like, Abner?
That's an Amish guy.
Yeah, that's the pig from Green Acres, I think. It's like Gomer, the king of the mercenaries. You're like, wait, that's not.
He's important. He was like, how the mighty have fallen. Dude.
Oh, but yeah, so he's like, he offers a reward for anyone who can kill Goliath.
Right.
They'll get money and land. Oh, and they get their taxes waived, which I thought was weird. It's like, why call that out in particular?
That seems like not
and the
much.
tax break for whoever can kill Goliath.
That's such a under reward. It's like I just saved your entire nation, and I don't have to pay you. Like,
well, for 1 year, yes, you should have double checked. I didn't say forever. It was like, oh, so funny. He waves the tax. King Saul, of course.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I think we can,
we got to look at things from a business perspective.
We want to attract like the guys who really know how to kill Goliath. You know what I mean? And they're going to be shrewd. They're going to know that tax breaks are really worth a lot.
Especially when
run.
you're just getting a lot of new money.
Yeah.
I'm basically saying, and you can keep it. And I'm not going to immediately take a bunch of it back.
He's got the IRS guy there like, all right, I get it. But
IRS, Israeli
revenue services. Yeah. So King Saul and Abner put this out there, and people. Oh, and meanwhile, Jesse, Uncle Jesse, the from Full House. Has given birth. Well, he didn't do it, but he's got 3 sons. I'm sorry, I'm getting all animated, excited about Uncle Jesse. But Jesse gets his 3 sons to. I don't know if he does it, but his 3 sons enlist in the Israeli army under King Saul. So it's like David also comes from Bethlehem, and he's a shepherd boy. You love this, right? It's like a old school JRPG from when I was growing up. These are the kids you love. It's like, oh, he's not strong, but he's smart, he's cunning, and he's like going to be a hero someday. He's going to be the king of Israel. So he comes out and like brings food to the army, and then goes back and tends the sheep in Bethlehem and like gives his dad updates.
He's the Grubhub bike guy.
He is the Grubhub bike guy of his time and place, which is a shepherd boy, I guess, because maybe he rode a sheep out there.
Does he like kill lions and shit too?
Yeah, he makes that claim to Goliath, and I was like, I don't know, is that really what you're doing out there? Like, I get you scare him off, sure, but like you don't go and
kill a lion. What are you chasing it?
Yeah, like,
the lion's like, okay, dude, chill. I just wanted a sheep.
Yeah, are you stalking it for days and leaving the sheep alone? That's a bad idea.
Are you just braining it with your funny cane?
Yeah, with your funny cane? Who are you? So I'm really...
That must take forever, dude. He's just 110 to the skull.
And the lion is just lying there like, oh my God, like, give me the stick. I'll do it myself.
It's just a headache at this point. Yes, fine. The headache makes me suicidal. You win, I guess.
Yeah, if you hadn't waited for me to basically die of natural causes first, I'd be up here kicking your ass.
If you were a lion and you decided to kill yourself, how would you do it?
I guess you'd sharpen a stump or something, right? Like, ram into
with your big fuzzy claws. It'd be so frustrating.
Oh, you'd kill a ram or something and use its like horns.
Dude, the answer's clearly jump off a cliff. You're doing it so nasty. Why would you do that to yourself?
I'm a smart lion, I want to give myself a chance to change my mind, too.
Working yourself up to impale yourself on a horn, like, I could do this.
This will be fine.
Okay, it does hurt, though.
I do like the idea of bringing a monkey here, though, to test it, just to see what happens.
Dude, I want to do this bit about, like monkeys and typewriters. If you let them go long enough, they'd write Shakespeare. Mm-hmm. I want to do a scene that's like those monkeys realizing that like we're kind of cooking in there.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let's do that scene, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll just part of the episode is also David and Goliath because this story has a bunch of dope shit in it. And
Okay.
I don't really want to do my story; it's boring. So, yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah, that's great. Sorry that it takes so long.
No,
Yeah.
this is one of my favorite stories, so it's worth it.
Oh, good, good.
And the digressions are the fun part. So.
Okay.
All right, yeah, the monkeys on typewriters. Yeah, realizing that they're cooking, writing Shakespeare. You got a light?
Oh, hey, you know I do.
Thanks.
There you go. So you working over there?
Yeah. Yeah, they got me on Muchacho About Nothing. It's coming together. It's funny.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You mind if I read a little bit? I'm having a tough time over here.
Yeah. Here, go ahead and read.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Out loud.
Oh my God.
Right?
This is... Hey, what are you doing in that room? Belinda. I ain't doing nothing. Samuel. I know you're doing something in that room.
Wait, this is my favorite part. Count out this next line.
Belinda. I'm doing someone in this room.
Big laugh, go to commercial.
This is good.
Right?
This is
I don't
really
know
good.
what it is, and I don't even speak any languages. I'm just hitting the keyboard because it's fun. I like the sensation of it. But every other monkey I talk to, they show me what they're working on, and it's really fucking good. And they all kind of in a similar voice, but some are funny, some are serious. I think we're doing it. We're doing something.
Wait, I feel like I'm the guy. I'm the odd man out right now because all I got over here is just this ham shit. This is terrible.
Oh, Piglet or whatever?
Oh yeah, Piglet. Yeah. This is garbage. You gotta read this stuff. It's all just moaning and complaining. I mean, it's awful. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this.
Can you hold my cigarette?
Yeah, you mind if I take a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
I quit smoking last month.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Make me feel bad. Just don't tell me that.
Sorry.
It felt more like you tricked me. It was more like a triumph on your part. Cool, man.
It's hard to watch other people smoke.
Oh, so it's my fault? All
sorry.
right. Sorry. All right. It's Hamlet. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't even get the title.
Hamlet. This skull is whack, but it's kind of tight. I don't even really fucks with life anymore. This shit heavy. Yeah, I don't know if that's really in like sort of our voice. I don't. It feels like kind of Gen Z and like internet-y.
Yeah.
Everyone else is doing these and thous.
Yeah, I just thought, I want to reach a new market. I'm kind of. I haven't really done a lot of work that I can be proud of with my own generation.
Totally. Yeah. That's. I mean, I like. It's kind of got a brooding tone to it, which I like. Like like emo, emo kids kind of thing going to it. Because he's like, these curtains are dark like my soul, for real.
Yeah, I like that part. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a guy behind that curtain too. You won't believe it. It gets nasty.
Oh. Then Hamlet gets freaking domed with the blade. Whoa, that's a crazy twist. You kill Hamlet pretty early. You sure this happens?
And then the rest is his ghost.
Whoa.
Yeah. I thought
kids are gonna love that, dude.
Right? I feel like
you did the whole cigarette.
I'm sorry. I got a problem.
Whoa. Did you take my carton?
I got a problem.
You sleight of handed while I was reading your script?
Yeah, your vision was blocked. I've been taking a pickpocketing class.
What, at the Y?
Yeah.
You're a monkey. Let's do that scene. A monkey taking a pickpocketing class at the Y. Okay, well, it's hard to simulate because you don't have pockets.
Okay.
But typically, let's pretend you have a wallet on your back hip, right?
All right.
Now, ordinarily, a human wouldn't be 3.5 feet tall, hairless, and clothesless. So it's kind of hard for me to work around with. But basically, what you want to do is just make sure their attention's on one thing. So, like, what's one thing that you would hold your attention?
I have to say, I don't think you need to call out that I'm a hairless monkey.
We pride ourselves on our personalized lessons, it's different for you.
Okay.
And I'm also trying to think, here's the thing. I'm trying to help you not get pickpocketed. That's how I pitched this class to the Y. That's what, but then low key, I'm like, here's what I would do. So I'm just being realistic about it. If I had to rob you, I'd be like, I'm not going to do that. You're a monkey. You probably don't have, no offense, like a wallet or anything.
No. I just got this bag of chips.
Okay, let's work with that. Okay. I'm going to steal your barbecue Lays.
All right.
What was something that would hold your attention besides the chips?
Probably like a banana.
Okay. Yeah. So what I would do as a pickpocket is I would offer some nice ripe bananas.
Wow. Really, man?
Well, you said it would hold your attention.
Well, yeah, but come on.
That's
Is
why
this a
I had
stranger
you-
coming up offering me a banana?
It would be too obvious. Is that what you're saying, or is
Well,
it offensive?
yeah, it's a little of both, honestly. I'm
sorry.
Who's this guy?
Okay. Yes, you're right. I apologize. I'd offer you a redone Game Boy SP. Like it's got fresh LED lights in it, so it's like brighter than the originals were.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow, and whichever one goes with that.
Yeah. But, yeah, where was that?
And where are your chips?
Oh, God. Oh, man, you're good. Oh, wow.
Thanks for watching. Holy smokes. I've been Scoochie Boochie. I never say that there. That's new. Clayton Margeson. Do you have anything you want to plug? This won't come out for a long time.
Okay. I do an improv show with my team in the late 90s at the Logan Square Improv Theater every Sunday at 8 p.m. It's a $5 show. We always play with Little Heroes, who are a really funny team, and highly recommend going to that show.
2 banger teams, dude. LSI, my favorite improv place in Chicago. Ollie, who did an episode earlier, he's also on Late 90s. And
Yeah.
hilarious. So, yeah, go to that. And you can follow Late 90s. I'll put that on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Shout out to Late 90s. Shout out to Ollie. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I also do Armando at the I.O. Theater every Thursday at 7:30. So that's a nice early show. You can get to bed a little early on Thursday night.
And that show's is always loaded because it's been going forever.
Yeah, it's one of the longest running. I don't know which is the longest running anymore,
like
but
that.
it's one of the longest. It's way up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a fun time, and that's every Thursday. I don't know how much that show costs, but tell them that I sent you. Maybe they'll give you a comp. Anything's possible.